and welcome here to round 19 of the Craftsman Cup Series, coming to you at Michigan International Speedway. This very fast 2-mile track, which can give out racing. It's about 5 or 6 wide. Hopefully we'll be seeing some of that later on in the race today. Before we actually go on to do the race, we better talk about what happened to qualifying. And as you can see there, the guy that's sitting second in the championship, RJ Bishop, is starting on the pole. And the reason being is because officially he was second fast in qualifying. That was because Carson Green got pole position, but because he was involved in an accident in qualifying, he has to start at the back of the grid. So RJ took the pole position. Next to him, as you can see, the 10 car of Jesse Turner, and running in the second row is Matt McLean, who hurt out, missing out on a win at Nashville, I think it was a few weeks ago. And he's going to start alongside Joshua Collard, who the last time that raced here didn't have that much luck here at all. So, yeah. Championship leader, Noah Cars, he was also involved in an accident qualifying. He also starts at the back of the grid. You'll see him in the Kellogg's car. There he is. Before we get racing with 70 laps, here's the rest of our look for today's race. So, pace car is going to pull off into the pit lane. You'll see how wide this track is when the cars are going off turn 4. Look how wide it is here. Cars are pretty much going to be flat out over 210 miles an hour. RJ Bishop, second in the championship, is going to bring the field down to the green flag. And it is showtime here at Michigan. The green flag is out. Carson's up against the wall, and I think Kyle Matthews was as well. But we stayed I was going to say clean and green, but we haven't. And look at the mess of cars going into turn 1. Look at them all. They're 6 wide there now. The two Joe Gibbs cars, and into the wall and flying goes Kyle Matthews. And the caution is out on the second lap. Austin Plant and Carson Gum also involved. So the field are going then back to the caution flag. Jesse Turner looks like he's going to lead it, but there comes Collard. He's going to look low on the inside as they're racing back to the caution flag, and it is going to be Jesse Turner that's just going to hold on. And that accident there did start with Carson Gum, and I think it was Kyle Matthews off of turn 4. We had seen a lot of problems in that corner yesterday in qualifying, but a crash happened at turn 2, and it did involve and Dylan Pulte also. And they're spinning actually towards the caution. Brant Tedesco's around, and I think someone else was also around too. I can't see who that was. And it's Alex Rowe. There he is, spinning off as well. So very interesting then when the cars are getting rolled up. So here's a replay to bring out caution 1 on lap 2. So here's a look at the replay, and it was just what actually happened in qualifying yesterday. Just cars leaning up each other on the exit of turn 4. There's the scraping of the wall. Kyle Matthews hits the wall extremely hard, and that just completely slows down. Where Ali Rain gets through it, no problem. McCall And Collard and the other two also get through. You see cars are going down to the bottom of the track below the white line to avoid this accident. Now, if you go quicker here again, now you can see the cars here. They're fanning out 5 wide. There was a bit of 6 wide going into turn 1 coming up now. But we're just going to keep an eye out here on the 99, actually the 45, because he takes one heck of a ride. There he goes. And there you can see they are 6 wide. There's just no room there. The 20 gets in, the 18 gets into his teammate, and then the 20 gets into the 49. It's just a constant effect. And then up like that goes Kyle Matthews. Holy moly, that is some ride for the 45. Actually goes a full flip over. The roof doesn't hit the pavement, and then lands right on to Carson Gum too. You can see there Nathan Hudson, Seth Cole and Danny Wells all avoid going to the very inside of the track. Well, I don't know why Joshua Collard has actually gone into the lead, going into the pit lane. Anyone actually staying out? I don't know. We'll have a look. There looks like all the leaders are coming into the pit lane. Oskin is going to stay out there in the 16. You just see him there? Yes, Sam Oskin is staying out. Jessica Shelton, she looks like she is also staying out there. So this is it looks like everyone else is actually going into the pits and over. And so interesting there that the 2 Roush Racing teammates then are staying out to gain track position. Just a few only stopped by a few people. Yeah, some of them are putting on 2 tyres on, maybe 4 tyres. Jesse Turner's going to be going down to the back of the pack. But I believe it might have been Ali Rain that was leading them all to outside the pit lane. And yes, she did. Ali Rain did come out ahead of everyone else. But very interesting there to see the 16 and the 17 stay out. Let's get back to the green. Right, welcome back. And we are going to get back to the green flag because the pace car lights are off. The only 2 drivers in that stayed out are the teammates. Sam Oskin leading the field, followed by Jessica Shelton. Shelton to start at the back of the grid because she was involved in an accident. 41st, actually, she was. And there she is now sitting in 2nd place. So those 2 drivers have stayed out. Ali Rain, first one that came out of the pits, she's in the 3rd. So women drivers are 2nd and 3rd. Wes McCall in 4th, former points leader. Colin Jones, the rookie, up there in 5th. Then Zachary Fitzwater in 6th. His teammate Matt McLean in 7th. Daniel Voles in 8th. Liam Ervick 9th. And Jamie Smith, how badly of a good run that he needs, is in the top 10. We're back underway then at lap number 7. Yes. Now, obviously, the outside line is the better line. Colin Jones is taking the inside lane, which is the slower lane, and he's going to get gobbed. Listen to these cars here. Yeah, and Colin Jones is still thinking at the bottom is the best place to go. And Daniel Voiles is going to stick his M&Ms forward here through the middle. And he's going to get by. Oh, Chris Summers there nearly gets into the side of the rookie Jones. And there is the championship leader, Noah Cars there. He's also on the inside of the track, way back in the field there. Ali Rain wants to challenge for the lead. This looks like that's Wintergreen. Had a tremendous start too. Oh no, that's Wes McCall. My apologies to 0. Wintergreen's somewhere. Oh, and now then, here we go then. Oskin still leads, followed by Shelton here, his teammate in 2nd. Now Shelton wants to take the lead, get herself 5 bonus points. Yep, and there is the drivers then that were involved in accidents in qualifying. Not really improved, they have. And there you can see there is the championship leader, Noah Cars, down there in 35th position, trying to pass Seth Cole on the inside. But we do still have a long, long way to go. Really, I think the only driver that's already up there is Shelton. That's all because of the fact that she didn't pit during the first caution. Meanwhile, has she got the lead? Oh, that was a bit close there with McCrory and Nick Gunther in the 11. As the cars then fan out onto the backstretch. Shelton looks like she's lost 2nd spot as Ali Rain has retaken the 2nd position. And look how close the 38 and the 31 are there in the middle of 3. Oh, and Matt McIntyre also came up close to the wall. Now then, Ali Rain, she wants to lead now. She's actually got the inside here. You can see she is ahead, but you watch the run that Oskin gets on the outside. And here comes RJ Bishop. He's up there now. It's still side by side with the 16 going into 3. She had to get down a little bit there, otherwise she would have been up on Sam Oskin there. Could have caused an accident there. Now we're going to go 3 wide for the lead, and Oskin will still hold on to that lead. RJ around the outside of the 77 through 1. Oh, I thought Rain was going to be clear there of the of that there, and we can see cars still moving left, right, trying to find some free air or whatever, or what have you. And you can see, look at the run at the 38. Daniel Bowles is trying to get around the outside of the 31. Oh, there's Joshua Collard way down on the bottom of the track. So he's going to lose some spots there now with Gunther Buxton and Levi McIntyre and Trent Dunham in the Pennzoil Chevrolet, the number 1 machine. Also going to be side by side now. RJ Bishop looks like he wants to take the lead here. Seth Cole's at the back there. Yep, now RJ wants to lead. Can he actually lead and get 5 points? That will help for the championship because he is running second. And the championship leader, Noah Cars, is nowhere to be seen. But no, Sam Oskin still has the lead. And now here comes Jesse Turner now in the 10 around the outside in the 40. Yeah, there's just multiple lines you can overtake, but preferably the outside is the better line. And you can just see the 44 in the background trying to get by the 22 of Matt McIntyre as the field then are making their way into turn 3. Turner now into second. Voiles has got up into third now. And Jessica Shelton, who there she is now, all the way down. I think she's just on the cusp of the top 10. Yep, she is in 10th position. And we have a caution. There's been some smoke. So caution is out for the second time today. Oh, they're all getting rolled up here. And it looks like that's Dylan Poteet and Diego Ospina. Another Roush Racing driver involved, as well as the 8 of Andy McCreary. And I think Joshua Collard, his bad run continues like it was last season at Michigan. So caution is out. Lap 15 out of 17. And looks like also you can also see driver's side damage to the 1 of Trent Dunham. Very interesting. And I think they're all going to head into the pit lane. So let's have a look at what happened. Now, Joshua started 4th in this race. He must have had a good run there and went down to the apron of the track to try and get alongside the 88 of Levi McIntyre. And then he's going to come up and you'll see 2 of the Dale Earnhardt drivers then involved. Yeah, Collard looks like he just comes up into Poteet and then Collard slides into Trent Dunham and he slaps the wall. Matt McIntyre did exceptionally well just to miss it. So too does Jack Mitchell. Does he? Yes, he slows down just in the nick of time. And there is Seth Cole. Has he got some damage there too? Yeah, his bonnet looks a bit buckled too. So maybe we've got at least 6 cars then involved in this accident. All right, with Dylan Poteet running 5th in the championship. And it's going to take a bit of a knock after this accident. And on board with McCrory. Gets a good run on the 97 of Diego Ospina. Now we're sort of in the 4-wide situation. You can see the 43 coming up into Poteet. He wasn't clear enough though. And one more view here, the Erwin Tools Ford of Diego Ospina. So we're back again, and it looks like everyone is going to go into the pit lane. Sam Oscar must have crossed the line leading as they came to the second caution, so he does lead his way, or lead the field then into the pits. Let's see if we can have a different camera view there. Oh no, that's from the Goodyear blimp. So Sam Oscar is going to pull nicely into the pit lane, as well as the rest of the others. And again, we'll look at RG Bishop here because he was he had the first pit stall, didn't he? So we'll have a look at it from his point of view and see who's going to come out then leading. Looks like it's going to be some 2 tyres, maybe 4 tyres, some repairments as well to some others. Jesse Turner comes out then, possibly a fuel only pit stop there. And there goes RG, he comes out in second place, followed by Ali Rain, and Sam Oskin has lost the lead, and then it's an absolute dash of cars heading out onto the track. Looks like Wes McCall had a good pit stop in the net. Zero Chevrolet for the RCNC racing team, and he's going to come out probably just outside the top 10, but leading back to the caution flag will be the 10 of Jesse Turner. So let's get back to the green. And here you are, rejoin us again with the green flag is going to be waved at the end of this lap. So I'll give you a rundown then of the top 10. And it's the 10 of Jesse Turner leading the field. At second in points, RG Bishop in second, Ali Rain in third, Sam Oskin fourth. Jamie Smith, another good pit stop for that team, in fifth place. Where did Jamie start in this race? He started in 21st. Not bad then for the team. Daniel Voles in 6th. Chris Summers in 7th. Brent Wintergreen in 8th. Colin Jones in 9th. And there is the 17 of Jessica Shelton. She is now in the top 10. And also shout out as well to Carson Green in the 15. Started dead last. Supposed to start in the pole. He restarts in P11 as we're back underway on lap 19 out of 70. Championship leader though, Noah Cars, where is he? There he is now, up in 22nd spot. So he's slowly but surely working his way up through the field. Hopefully to keep the championship lead as we're going into round 20, which will be at Talladega. Nick Gunther getting a little loose on the bottom of the track. And now looks like RJ Bishop wants to lead. Fitzwater all the way down on the bottom of the track. So to his Colin Jones, and here comes the 40 then of RG Bishop. Can he take the lead? Here comes Oskin. He's going to go a lane lower. Ali Rain's trying to go through the gap between the 10 and the 40. That was audacious from Ali Rain. Never happened though. Smart racing there for the 77. It is still very early on in the race. We're not even touched lap 20 yet, and we've still got plenty. Oh, Oskin there running low on the track, and that's going to hamper him coming off of turn 4. He's going to have a few cars go by him. And here comes the 48, the low Chevrolet of Chris Summers. He did actually run well at this track a season ago when he was driving the 27 Viagra car. Actually led his first laps during last season here. So he knows how to finish well around at this joint here. Still 3 wide. And now RG Bishop now inherits the lead. Big points there for RG. And again, when we see with Noah Cars, they're down in 22nd. So this is going to help him if he can stay up there. Brent Wintergreen, there he is there in the Jack Daniels black number 07. The only rookie to win a CCS race so far this season. Here he goes then to the bottom of Jesse Turner in 1. And that is 4th place going now. He has got a hot rod of a machine, does the 07. Look at the field of cars here. Just look at them all fan out there. Oh, Ali Rain has got the lead. I've just noticed that Ali Rain has the lead. And RG just gets into the 77. Oh, a bit of aggressiveness from RG. And he lead that lap still. Look at the run that the 07's got already. His car is dialed in. He can go to the middle of the track and overtake. He can go to the outside of the track and overtake. That is one bad, fast race car. But still, Bishop leads. Wintergreen looks bottom. Summers looks even lower. And here comes the 77. Look at the 77. Oh, makes some revenge. He makes contact. And then into the pit lane. Oh, and head on into the wall goes Ali Rain. And that has ended in a disastrous accident. Oh, that's a horrific accident for Ali Rain. And I think that's the caution out yet again. The cars are slowing down. I thought Ali Rain was trying to take a little bit of revenge there from RG the lap ago when RG drove into the side of her. And then she did it a lap later, and it's had an absolute massive consequence to the state of her car. Look at that. The front end is completely gone. Well, that's unbelievable. I think there's going to be some more cars coming into the pit lane. Yeah, we'll have a look at a replay to see what happened here. But it looks like everyone, yet again, coming into the pit lane. They're not too sure on the tyres if it's actually properly good here. We're not too sure about that. But it looks like everyone is going to come into the pit lane. Yep, indeed they all are. Yes, indeed. Oh, and RJ's blown up! RJ Bishop's car has blown up going into pit lane. The leader seconded the points, and the engine has gave in. And now that's him out of the race. Wow, that's unbelievable there. RJ Bishop then, his car goes into the pit lane and out of the race. Unbelievable. Well, Noah Cars will get that on his radio to say that the 40's blown up there. Oh, Chris Summers then shuts the door on Chris Jones's face. But Daniel Voles is going to come out leading the field. And out come they all go. No sign of Noah Cars. There he is there. And Jack Mitchell doesn't have a bonnet on his car. But anyway, he comes out with a few cars just ahead of him. And Joshua Collard, who's recovering from the incident not long ago, has come out there. But, yeah, lead changes happening left, right, and centre. So here's a replay of what happened for caution number 3. So here is a replay there. And hopefully Ali Rain is going to be perfectly okay after this tremendous accident here. Yeah, she didn't get clear with the 40 though, and you see the 3 of them looks like they're all going off there. RG keeps going. Brent gets on the grass, but that is not what you want to see. That is a huge accident for Ali Rain, and hopefully her legs is not too badly damaged there in that there, but that is a scary sight. No one wants to see that there. But we're going to have some more board replays. Oh, God. I fear the worst for this one. Here we go, then. 215 miles an hour going into turn 3, and here's you're going to have the almightiest of impacts up against the pit barrier. And here it is from Sam Oskin's view here. Oh, wow. You can even hear the impact and all. Well, we joined us there at a very big moment already in the championship with RJ Bishop's engine giving up the ghost, going into the pit lane. So that now enables Daniel Voiles now into the lead. Chris Summers in second. Colin Jones having a great race in third. Brandon Ross, not talked about him. He's now up there in fourth. So you got Fords there in the 4 Fords in the top 6 with Liam Ervig in 5th. Jessica Shelton in 6th, then Wintergreen in 7th, and he looks fast. 8th is Jamie Smith, Matt McLean 9th. Brandon Disco makes an appearance into the top 10 as we are back underway. Now, championship leader Noah Cars, there he is just behind Wes McCall, up in 19th position. Oh, wow, looks like the top 3 have already made a good start there. Brandon Ross did not get off the restart there very, very well there, as we're looking at a different camera angle of all the cars that is left. But yeah, the top 3 made a good start there. Brandon Ross is now actually getting a good head of steam there after that terrible start that he had. Here comes Summers, looking low to the inside, and James Qualls. James Qualls got tapped up into the wall by, I must have been Carson Green. Jesse Turner may have got held up, but here comes Danny Wells, way onto the bottom of the racetrack, and that's going to stack up a whole load of cars. We saw that back at lap number 2, and here we go again. Look at the 5 with Michael Norman and Charles Sandberg. There they go! And another caution is out. And the championship leader is involved. And a hard hit there from Trent Dunham and Danny Wells. Charlie Buxton smacks the outside wall. Cody Lama goes onto the apron of the track. And yeah, Sanford's got damage. Jesse Turner's got damage there. The defending champion, Danny Wells, he's got a lot of damage there. Dylan Pulte, his teammate, is in the pit lane too. But boy, oh boy, we had a big hit there for the 9 and the 1 there of Danny Wells and Trent Dunham. I'm trying to see where James Qualls is. Oh, there he is. He's yeah, he's going to be, looks like he's going to be okay, but he's going to have to come into the pits to repair some of that damage there. But boy, oh boy, the 9 took a heavy hit from Trent, and the caution is out yet again. So yet again, another sort of accident there. Yeah, this time I think Qualls did go up on Carson Green. That was not Green's fault there at all. Yeah, Qualls' car just looks a bit tight up there, and that's going to stack up a whole gang of cars behind. Gunther gets through it, no problem. But it's just these drivers here that's going to get one heck of a run because of the slow 24 and the 15. And there you can see Danny Wells. He's going to think about, well, he goes now to the apron of the track. Underneath the championship leader, here comes Levi McIntyre now in the 88. I think we're going to have to put it on with Danny Wells' camera, I think. Or even Noah Carr's, actually. Let's see if we can have a different camera angle then. Going into turn 1. Now, that was all safe because Danny Wells came up on the track completely fine. Now, he's onto the bottom of the track. And you can see the 44 Noah Carr's. Now it's actually Wes McCall that leads this back. So McCall's leading, and I think they're going 5 wide-ish, sort of, yep. And there's the contact. Carson Green goes down into Michael Norman, who goes into the 32, spins the 9 around. I think we're going to have to go in the helicopter view. There goes Jesse Turner, goes into the 15, the 44 is involved, the 5 spinning. Now watch, where's the 1 come in? Here comes the 1, bang, and just totally annihilates Danny Wells' machine. McCreary goes through the middle. Dylan Pulte tried to go through the middle, but then Charlie Buxton came right up in front of him. And more cars, they're spinning. There you can see Jesse Turner, the 5, trying to miss it there, the 43. And there's the 1 car. Heavy damage on the Pennzoil Chevrolet. And look, championship leader. There he is, Noah Cars. The back end is completely torn up. And I don't know if he could be out of the race or I think his car might be okay. But it's going to have some on board replays. Right, so we'll go on board here with Wes McCall. And he hits the 9 extremely hard here. Wow, he never even backed off the throttle. He never lifted off the throttle when the accident was happening. And from Charles Sanford's view, just gets tagged by the 37 of Alex Rowe. Oh, and that's where the front end damage came in. And Alex Rowe, he dodged a bullet in this accident. Obviously with contact with the 32. Yeah, there's a slight contact. There's Jesse Turner spinning wildly. And there goes the championship leader. And now on board here with Michael Norman. And you just see Carson gets down slightly on Michael. Yeah, there was some big hits in that. Well, it looks like everyone, yet again, is going into the pit lane here. Yep, everyone is. Still not convinced about with these tyres though, but at least the field is somewhat dwindling down after caution here. So it looks like everyone is going to come into the pit lane yet again. And it's Voiles leading the field. Then it is from Summers, from Brandon Ross and Liam Ervig, and also the 07 of Oh, Summers nearly gets into the back of the 40, the 38, my apologies. We're going to have to see, yeah, I'd probably see from the 31's point of view, because he's probably the closest so far that's in the pit lane. Brandon Ross looks like he's going to come out. Yes, he's going to come out leading the field. Then followed by the 31. Where's the 38? The 38 is a long way, because he was, oh, there he is. He's had a bad pit stop. There he is there, side by side with Brandon Tedesco, and also the damaged 8 machine of Andrew McCrory. So bad pit stop then for the 38 bunch, but a great pit stop for the 21 team. So we'll get back to the green. And this has just happened under caution here, the 66. I think there's actually been reports that he's got a cut tyre. So I think he's actually going to come into the pit lane to sort out the tyre there. So a disappointment for Colin Jones, who we had seen up at the front for some parts of the race. And this is not what the 66 team needed. Such a shame there for the Peak Fitness Racing Ford team. So unfortunately, a problem has arrived then on Colin Jones. He's going to come into the pit lane, hopefully not to retire, but yeah, shame not to see that. Well, I'll tell you what though, Colin Jones has got to get on the power to the gas right now, because the field are making their way to the green flag. Brandon Ross leads the way, Matt McLean second, Liam Irving in third, Chris Summers in fourth, Sam Oskin in fifth, Christian Martin, not talking a lot about him, he's now running up in the top 10. 7th place, I believe, is Levi McIntyre. Also, again, not talking about him. Jamie Smith, kind of flirting just around about the top 10. He's still running up there in 8th. Jessica Shelton in 9th. And Seth Cole now makes an appearance in the top 10. And I think Colin Jones is slowly starting to catch up there. But we're back underway and we are green. Yeah, so Colin Jones has sort of caught up with the field. Looks like the tyre they've replaced has now been fixed. And here comes McLean, looking low on the leader, Brandon Ross, and takes the lead away. Brandon's car doesn't seem to get going by the looks of it. Yeah, probably takes him a lap or two just to get back up into full speed as Christian Martin trying to look underneath. And Sam Oskin looks very close on the rear quarter panel of Liam Irving. But it's all okay. McLean lead that lap. Now we've seen a few drivers then that are needing a good run just to get some confidence going into the next race, which will be at Talladega. That is round 20. Matt McLean is definitely one of them. We did mention about the heartache that he had at Nashville when he was leading on the white flag, and then he completely ran out of fuel on the last lap for him lose to race to Jessica Shelton, who's in the same livery as she won at Nashville. Brandon Ross, we did see him lead during the caution. He needs a good run here in the Air Force One at Ford for the Rudd Brothers Racing. And the car behind Jamie Smith, the first half of the season, he was always in the top 10. He has fallen out of the top 10 and is on a real bad run of form. So a good run here today as he nearly tagged the rear of the 21 and actually made a hole into the middle. Levi McIntyre also needs a good run too in that UPS Ford there. Yep, he also needs a good run. Shelton won last, not too long ago. Sam Oskin also needs a good run in the 16. Sky Commons also in the 00, already a winner this season. Yeah, so a lot of drivers then up at the front here needing some good finishes now. And here comes McLean off of turn 4. Summers sort of gets the run. Here comes Martin now. Christian Martin, who led the championship lead at one point. He takes third away from Brandon Ross. Yeah, so the cars that were out of the race after that big impact were Danny Wells, Trent Dunham and Dylan Poteet. So not a good day then for the Evernham boys. Both their cars were out of the race, but some of the other drivers then did continue on to, look how low Christian Martin is there. And Summers, and Matt McLean gets into Summers. But Summers leads that lap. Like I said, Summers knows how to run at this joint. He led a few laps last season here in his somewhat really struggling season. It's a much more better season. Still recovering there from the bad crash that he had at Indianapolis when he was leading, when he got tagged and then crashed into the pit lane barrier. But this is probably the first time you've seen Summers out in front since Indianapolis. So good job there for the 48 team. Here comes Martin now, and Jamie Smith now up into the 4th position. Now, where is Colin Jones? Let's see where he is. Has he slowly made his way through the field here? Oh, there he is now, running in 25th position. Oh, McCall was really... Oh, and wow, and Wintergreen nearly gets into Seth Cole. But he had to check up a hell of a lot there because Wes McCall took a very interesting line going into 3 and really hampered them. And you can see Fitzwater and Cody Lamas then passing the 07 as they make their way into turn 1. Look how many different grooves they have on this track. And now Jamie Smith drives around the outside of Christian Martin and takes P3. So it's Summers leading, then McLean, then Jamie Smith in 3rd, Martin in 4th. Then in 5th place, we have Jessica Shelton, Brandon Ross in 6th. Look at these gaggle of cars here. Brand Tedesco trying to get a run there, but unfortunately there was an orange car right in front of him. And there's Sky Commons now. I think he's now cracked the top 10. Oh, here comes Sam Oskin, full head of steam on the on Brandon Ross there. Looks like Shelton gets a run on Martin. That is for 4th spot. And now the 7, the Jim Beam, the Robbie Gordon Motorsport driver then of Brand Tedesco, goes slightly lower on the track. And is Commons going to make the run? He's blocked the 20, so he has made a pass. Meanwhile, back up front, it is still Summers, followed by McLean. And then it is still Jamie Smith in 3rd, Christian Martin in 4th, Shelton in 5th, side by side with Sam Oskin, his teammate, in 6th. Then in 7th place is Brandon Ross. Tedesco is in 8th. 9th is Liam Ervig. And rounding out the top 10 is Sky Commons in the 00. Then you've got Levi McIntyre. Oh, more contact off a 4. Yeah, and that's allowed some of the drivers there to react to that. So Levi McIntyre goes into the middle of the track. McCall goes 1 lane lower, trying to pass the 38. Oh, now we're going double file here for the lead. Here we go then. 31 wants the lead back now. It looks like he might have it though as they go into turn number 3. Jamie Swift sort of leaning on Martin going into 3. Now, I think they're catching up on some lap traffic, I do believe. But it looks like, yeah, it is. It's Sanford, McCreary and Jesse Turner, the outside pole sitter. And there's Michael Norman there also running there by himself here. But Summers still holds on to the lead. And now Jessica Shelton, she makes her entrance now into the lead battle. Along with her teammate, Sam Oskin. And I think the 7 of Brand Tedesco is also catching up too. Now, when we are into the second half of the race now, lap 45 out of 70. So 26 laps to go. And it's McCall got the job done now. Oh, wow. Look at the back there with Levi McIntyre nearly leaning up on Sky Commons there. I think McLean may have led that lap. Now, can he get it done into 1? He's on the sort of the bottom middle of the track. Summers is going to get run on the outside. Oh, this is great racing here. Those two are very good friends, as well as Jamie Smith in that 4 car. He sits still in 3rd. Yep, Christian Martin's now gone out of the top 5. Just look at the run the 48 gets off that corner. Oh, who's that up against the wall? Who was that just scraped the wall? That might have been the 07 of... Yeah, he's got some right side damage there. Someone has tapped into the back of Wintergreen. And they're sort of 4 wide, 5 wide nearly there. Liam Irving gets held up now. And now you've got there Nathan Hudson in the 6th. Cody Lama's also there. You've got all 3 of the Joe Gibbs Racing teammates. Oh, there. You've got a couple of... Oh, and Ervik nearly comes up on Seth Cole. Seth Cole with a good run there in that Energizer Dodge machine. And he's gained about at least 3 spots on that lap alone. Now then, Cody Lamas to the inside of Hudson into turn 1. And that's a really low lane there from the 18. And Matt McIntyre trying to stick his nose in between the 6 and the 20. Meanwhile, they're racing up front here. And now they've caught up with lap traffic here. They've actually caught up with a heck of a lot there. And look at Jamie Smith. Jamie Smith slides Charles Sanford really up the track. Oh my good gracious me. They've really been bogged down. So too is Brandon Ross. Some drivers there avoiding going onto the apron of the track just to get by the slow lap traffic. And Jamie Smith still stuck behind the 10. Oh, he's getting really aggressive as Jamie. He's getting not happy there because he was well behind for a full, well, nearly a full lap actually. And he went from 3rd all the way down to about 15th now. But it's caused a real mess here. Oh, pit stops is happening. So we've got some drivers then into the pits already. And I think that was also, who was it then that was coming in? Oh, we've got Cody Lamas, Noah Carr's also in the pit lane. Alex Rowe, there's Jimmy Smith's, Commons, Martins, McLean. They are coming to the pit lane. Now they are catching up then on Anthony McCurdy to put him another lap down maybe. But looks like Summers though is staying on the track. Who else is coming into the pit lane? Shelton, she makes her entrance into the pits now. Anyone else coming into the pits apart from Shelton? We'll have a look. Oh, Jesse Turner's in and Charles Sanford. So only the 17 there made a pit stop. So now the field is starting to whittle down. So Summers still leads, has yet to make a pit stop. Oskin in 2nd, Levi McIntyre in 3rd, Tedesco in 4th, looks on the inside. Or is he going to be making a pit stop? I think he might be pitting, as well as Sam Oskin. And the leader also comes in, and it's a Robert Yates 1-2. More cars going in. Collard is in. Ross, McCall, Cole, Fitzwater, Collard, all in the pits. And now the lead is now Daniel Voiles. Voiles now leads this race. 2nd is his teammate Levi McIntyre, but looks like they're going to have to be pitting. Although Levi has a look on the inside now. Oh, and I think Levi's going to be pitting. Daniel, though, stays out. Gunther comes in. McCurdy goes in. Hudson, Irving, and all the others there. Colin Jones also in. Carson Green's also in. And also Matt McIntyre. So now the 38 is going alone. James Quall's also in the pit lane, as well as Dylan Young. So that's them all coming out on the track there. So now the 38 leads this race, and he has yet to make a pit stop. We're on lap 53 out of 70. And he's going to come into the pit lane this time, I believe. Yep, indeed he is. So Daniel Voiles then, the last to come into the pits. I don't know what's going to happen there with him when he comes out of the pit lane. But who's running in 2nd place now? This is to beat them all unlap themselves, I believe. I believe it might be. Yeah, it will be. Yes, so now effectively now, I think Matt McLean has now gone into 2nd place. Yes, indeed he has, because Gunther and Levi McIntyre is also all coming out there. So, yeah, Matt McLean now runs in the 2nd spot. There's Wintergreen. Now, where's the 38? Has he just come out? Oh, and Tedesco is at the wall. Oh, and just spins right in. Is that going to come out of caution? It has. I believe it has come out of caution. Oh, and Daniel Voiles comes out as the leader, I think. Oh, I think they may have. Yeah, I think they did. And yeah, so I believe... Oh, I tell you what's happened. The caution came out with Matt McLean, but it didn't come out for Daniel Voiles. So Voiles is going to have a gigantic lead. Yeah. So I believe Voiles actually crossed the line before the caution came out. And Matt McLean, who was in second place when the caution came out, he didn't cross the line when it came out. So the fifth caution is out today on lap, well, that's not zero, obviously, 55. And Voiles is going to have a gigantic lead. Well, here is the replay to bring out the fifth caution there. And yeah, just it looks like Tedesco just carried on the throttle. Summers tried to back off it. And the two of them make contact and then just slides the 48 up into the wall. Jessica Shelton nowhere for her to go, but just slightly avoids it. Possibly made contact with the 48. Summers tries to correct it, and then Tedesco comes down right into the 16, makes a tremendous save. But the 7 spins now furiously down onto the inside, onto the grass now, out of harm's way. No car's going to collect them from there. But such a shame there, because Tedesco was having such a great run. Could have been another top 10 performance here from the Jim Beam Chevrolet. So, this is going to be certainly interesting. Yeah, so I want to actually have a look at this now. So here's another replay then of the accident. This is when, I believe this is when the caution came out, or was it when the 16 came out, or the 16 drove into him? Yeah, I think this is when the caution came out, and the 38 is actually coming out of pit lane. Let me actually pause this. So there's the start-finish line. He was actually past the start-finish line before the caution came out. So all these other drivers here, apart from the second place driver, Matt McLean, where is he? Yeah, he's actually in the middle of 3 when this happened. Yeah, so he's coming out of turn 4. So effectively, Brian Tedesco was actually in 3rd place before this accident happened. Now I want to see if I don't know if you can see it all that well with the pit with the caution. So there you go. That's when the caution lights came on. Right, so let's take it. Right, so that's when the caution actually does come out. Now, where is Voiles? Voiles is out the pit lane. And where's McLean? McLean actually went by the line. But then he gets held up behind the pace car. So with that being said there, Daniel Voiles is going to have a gigantic lead. Well, this is going to be really, really interesting here. Yeah, so this is when... So what happens here then? So Voiles actually goes by, but then McLean gets told to let the pace car go by him. Because I'm probably guessing Voiles... I don't know, I'm confused, but whatever. They've now announced there as Voiles as the leader, and he's going to have a gigantic lead as we're coming across the back to the green flag. Well, a bit of a moment of confusion here as we're coming back to the green flag. There is your second place leader, Matt McLean. The third will be the third is Jessica Shelton. Now Andy McCurdy's running 2 laps down, I believe he is there. So that's your 4th place racer. The 60 to Sam Oskin. Summers in 5th. Don't know if his damage of the car is going to be quite significant because this is a very fast track here. 6th is Gunther. Jamie Smith in 7th. 8th is Christian Martin. Alex Rowe having a great day in 9th place. And 10th place is Wes McCall. But the leader is all the way at the very back there. There he is. He's at the very back of the field. He is the leader. And we're back under green flag. So effectively, the 38 has nearly a full lap over the guys ahead of him. Oh, someone's not moving there. That might have been... Someone really didn't get off the line there too. And look at the 38 just driving by all of them. Is it the 32? It might have been the 32, Sanford. He must have been leading that back then, getting all held up there. So now, yeah, Daniel Voilson leads this race, and he's got a massive lead over Matt McLean, who's in second. So he's trying to put a lap now on the 24 of James Qualls. Doesn't need to do anything silly here. Oh, wow, look at this mess of cars here. Look at this gaggle of cars there going into three. We've got about 5 lanes of 5 wide here. Oh, Levi McIntyre nearly driving up on McCreary. Cars then going to the bottom of the track here. There's Brandon Ross in the 21. Seth Cole up there too. McLean still holding on to second spot. Then in third is Shelton Oskin in fourth. I tell you what though, if the 37 can get a top 10 finish there, that would be his best result of the season. Because believe it or not, he is the only driver in the CCS this season to have not had a top 10 finish to his name. All the other drivers have had a top 10 finish, but apart from the 37 team, so this will be really good here. But by the looks of it, he's not at the moment. He's down now in 13th place as we've got less than 10 laps to go. Seth Cole now in the 41. He qualified at the back of the pack because he was involved in a qualifying accident, as well as the 15. 15 actually was involved in an accident early on, the big accident on the backstretch. There he is there, running up front too. And also the 66 of Colin Jones. Don't forget, he pitted during the previous caution. Oh, who was that scraping the wall off for? Yeah, the 66, he pitted during one of the last cautions because of a tyre cut down. He's got a shot here for the top 10 finish. So it's still McLean second, Shelton in third. And oh, and Fitzwater Mego just got tapped from behind. That might have been from Cody Lammers. Slides right up in front of Liam Irving in the 20. So hair raising moment there for Fitzwater in the 29 machine. But he's okay. So yeah, McLean still running second. Third is Shelton. Fourth is Oskin, and fifth is Chris Summers. Jamie Smith in sixth. Seventh is Christian Martin. Side by side for eighth. Wes McCall. He could be having a good points day here, considering Noah Cars is having a poor finish here. Jamie Smith now looks to the inside of Summers. And look, there is Colin Jones. Colin Jones and Carson Green. Look at him. He was involved in that big accident on the backstretch, and he has got a threat here for the top 10 finish too. Oh, McIntyre going low. That's going to compromise him going into turn one because he's going to lose a few spots in the process. Possibly about 3 at the most. Now let's see where is the overall race leader is. There he is. There is your race leader putting another lap down on McCreary. So that'll put him 3 laps down. And there's the 7 of Brandon Tedesco. Daniel just needs to be smart here. He knows he's got a big lead. Passes Brandon Tedesco to put him a lap down. And now just up ahead there is the 20 of Liam Irving. And Irving is running 21st. So we've got 21 cars now on the lead lap. Looks like McLean's being challenged for the second position now. Oh, and Irving then slides up there. The car getting a bit tight off of turn 4. Nearly scrapes the wall. So there is the leader. We have to actually go back to the annuals here to see what is the biggest ever win of a CCS race. And to my knowledge, I can think back to Autumn Hill, I believe it was. Yeah, Autumn Hill may have been the race where I believe it was the 19 team that won the race, but the gap was about 16, maybe 17 seconds. That's the biggest gap, margin of victory we've had in CCS history. And if Daniel Voiles continues to hold it like that, he's going to absolutely smash the record here. He's got 3 more laps to do it though. But let's have a look then at this battle here for second place, and McIntyre is going to drop back here. Still McLean holding on to second spot. And Summers is starting to fall back a bit. Oh, and Summers, yeah, maybe the damage is a little bit, a bit too much there after the contact with the 7. And look at Carson Green in the 15. And as well as the 6 of Nathan Hudson. Not really talked a lot about them throughout the whole of the race. And they're going to end up getting a great finish here. Yes, Carson actually started dead last. He was supposed to be on the pole because he did have the fastest time during qualifying. But he was involved in an accident in the qualifying and his car disappeared and he had to start at the back of the grid. He could actually potentially finish in P2 from starting 42nd because out of the 9 cars, he was the lowest of all the drivers that was involved in an accident in the qualifying in the points. And here comes Colin Jones in the 66, looking down low. Now we've got 2 laps to go here, so we're going to have a look at the 38, and he is actually catching up on the leaders. He is actually catching up on the 20. There he is. So he's got 2 laps to go to make more history in the CCS this season by becoming the biggest winner, or the biggest margin of victory that's going to be smashed back in Autumn Hill. I can't tell you what season it was, though, to be fair. Oh, look at that. And actually, Daniel Voiles has actually just put a lap on Sky Commons. So now Commons is now a lap down. We've got 20 cars on the lead lap, and we're coming to get the white flag. We've got 1 more lap to go for Daniel Voiles to take an absolutely dominating victory here, and it was all because of the caution that came out with the 7 and the 48 and the 17. Yeah, he's actually backing off. He's actually doing some smart racing here. He is back. Oh, he's actually won it. My apologies. He's won it. I got too far ahead there. Anyway, we're going to have a look here for the battle for second place as JB Swift wins. Nathan Hudson up against the wall. And coming off of turn 4, it's going to be Matt McLean that's going to hold on to second place. Only just though. And the 17 of Jessica Shelton gets the 3rd spot there. But I forgot there. Daniel Voiles was nearly 1 lap ahead of the whole lot. And he comes into the pit lane to celebrate with his team. And that is a record of the biggest margin of victory in the CCS history. But what a job by these drivers here. They put on such a great show. But Matt McLean, the disappointment at Nashville. Oh, and they're spinning on the car. They're spinning, coming into the pit lane. And Cody Lammers has gone for the spin. Whilst getting tagged by Seth Cole. Well, that was very bizarre there. Not seeing a crash after the race. But there's Colin Jones. Where did he finish? In 6th. From coming into the pit lane under the caution to change a tyre. And he gets a top 10. Well done. Well done there to the 66 team there. But congratulations there to Daniel Voiles. Dominant victory. And to Matt McLean, who got 2nd place. Here is the official results. And here is the points coming into Talladega round 20. And we'll see you there next week. Bye-bye.